Welcome to another video with Spanish with Nico. In today's video, I'm gonna teach you the indirect object pronoun, or in Spanish, pronombre objeto indirecto. So we basically use this pronoun for people, with people. When we say in English, for example, I look at you, you look at me, I look at him or her, I look at them, I tell him, I tell you, you tell us, apples, you tell him something, etc. So this is basically used with people. So if you are ready with this, let's start with this right now and learn all about this topic. First of all, we must start with the pronoun that we are going to use right now here. Okay, so as I tell you, we use this pronombre objeto indirecto with people. And for example, here we have the first pronouns that we have in this tense. This is me, in English, me. Te, in English is you. Le, in English would be he, she, or you, coming from usted, okay, you formal. And les is them, and les again is you all or you, okay, you all or you in this case. Now, what's the location of this pronoun? The location of this pronoun would be first the subject, for example, yo, subject, plus pronombre objeto indirecto plus the verb. Okay, so for example, I can take an example. I look at him. So you would say, show him, then him is he, so it would be le, okay? Le, show, le, and then the verb, yo le veo. I look at him. I see him, I look at him, I watch him. Okay, now let's see some examples with the pronombre objeto indirecto. Yo veo a Juan. Okay, yo veo a Juan. Or we can just say veo a Juan, veo a Juan. We skip the pronoun yo and we say veo a Juan. In this case, this is I look at Juan. So how would you say I look at him? You would say yo le veo, yo le veo. Le here is Juan, yo le veo. And remember that you can also say yo lo veo. In this case, if you use lo, let me write it here, lo. In this case, it would be I see it. But remember that lo veo is a common mistake that we have in Latin America, that we have in every Spanish-spoken country. It's the same in Spain. It is a mistake. It is called loísmo, and it's grammatically incorrect, but everyone say it. And if you would like to know more about this, in the description you will find a video where I explain the previous topic, which is the pronombre objeto directo. Okay, you will see it in the description, and you will understand much more of this. So then, we have the second example, that is, yo hablo con Nico y Martina. Yo hablo con Nico y Martina. I speak or I talk with Nico and Martina. The same here, we can skip yo, and we just say hablo con Nico y Martina. So in this case, it would be, I talk with Nico and Martina, so you could say, I talk with them. I talk with them, okay? Or you just say, I talk them. In Spanish, you could say that. So we would say yo, or we skip yo, and you can just say les hablo. Yo les hablo. Les is them, Nico y Martín. No, Nico y Martín, les hablo. Then for the last example here, we have Darío habla con Sofía. So here we can say he talks with her, okay? He talks with her, or he talks at her, or something like this. So what you are gonna say is le, because her in Spanish is le, okay? Le refers to three different things. He, she, or you. Him, her, or you formal. Okay, so we can just say le habla. Why? Because we skip Darío, and we understand that it's Darío in this context, because I'm telling you, I told you who is the person that is talking to. And so we just say le habla. Before continuing with this video, I would like to mention that my new group lessons will start on May 1. So if you would like to learn Argentinian Spanish for traveling, or just because you would like to enjoy learning Spanish and learn Argentinian Spanish in specific, in the description you will have much more information about this, so you can start right now and start changing your life and start learning Argentinian Spanish with me and with group lessons. More information in the description. ¿Qué estás esperando? Dale! Here we have three more examples, but now we are gonna see them in English, and then I want you to translate this, okay? So let's see. The first one, I give you a bottle. So I want you to say the formal way of you and the informal of the casual way of you. Okay, in this case, you is used as the indirect object pronoun or pronombre objeto indirecto. So you will not say vos or tú. Here we are using it like you are receiving the action. Okay, you are not making the action, you are receiving the action of the verb to give or the verb dar. The one that's making the action here is I or yo. No, yo. In this case, we are gonna use te. So the formal way it would be yo te, or you can say yo le, if you are talking formally, very formal way, yo te doy una botella, una botella. Yo te doy una botella. Okay? Yo te doy una botella, the casual way, or yo le doy una botella. That means I give you formally a bottle, okay? In a formal way, le. Now, in the case of she tells us not to go, she tells us not to go. Us in Spanish is nos, okay? Nosotros, nos, us, okay? Here it should be over here, but now I'm gonna show you right here. So she tells us not to go. So we can say ella, or we just skip it, ella, then we add nos, that means us, ella nos dice, tells, she tells us, ella nos dice, and then not to go. But this is pretty advanced, but anyways, you have to know it. This is ella nos dice que vayamos. Ella nos dice que vayamos. She tells us to go. Vayamos is subjunctive, we go subjunctive. You will learn this much later or with my videos here about subjunctive. And then, you always ask me first. You always ask me first. This would be vos, right? Vos or tú if you are learning Spanish from Latin America or Spain. But in Argentina we say vos. Vos siempre, and ask me would be me preguntas. Preguntas, and first. Siempre me preguntas primero. Okay? You always ask me. Acá. Vos siempre me preguntas primero. And now, the last thing that we have to know with this is two more things, okay? Now we have in the case of two verbs, and I'm gonna show you right here. Okay, now the last part to learn everything about the pronombre objeto indirecto in the case when we have two verbs on the same sentence. It is exactly the same when we have two verbs on the same sentence with the previous one, with the previous topic, with the pronombre objeto directo. Exactly the same, we follow exactly the same. What's the rule I'm gonna teach you now? Well, the rule is basically that we have to move the pronoun that we have right here, okay? So, quiero hablar con Nico is I want to talk with Nico. You would say I want to talk with him. So, we will see how to say that because we have two verbs and we have two different options. That is exactly the same. But just you move the location, okay? You just move the pronoun. So, you would say yo, le. Le is him, Nico, yo. Le quiero hablar, we skip yo, you can say yo if you wanted to. So it would be behind the first verb, okay? Between the subject and before the or behind the first verb, in the middle, okay? Le quiero hablar, in the beginning or at the end of the second verb, on the second verb at the end, okay? So you can say quiero hablarle, and that means I want to talk with him. I want to talk him or I want to talk with him. Okay, so you will repeat exactly the same with all type of verb that you have and you use with this type of pronoun. Okay, exactly the same. If you say, for example, I want to talk with you, I want to talk with you, you would just say, quiero hablarte, this means I want to talk with you, or te quiero hablar, I want to talk with you. It's exactly the same. So these things always happen, this thing repeats itself always in all types of situations that whenever you have the pronombre objeto indirecto. So I hope that you have liked this video, I hope that it has been useful this video and you're learning a lot with this channel. Remember to subscribe, and in this channel you will find everything about Argentina, everything about Spanish. So if you want to learn Argentinian Spanish in specific, in this channel you will find everything that you want to, and if you want to learn Spanish in general too. So I would like to tell you one more thing, and it is that I'm going to start my group lessons in a few days, yes, more or less in 15 days or 10 days depending when you're watching this, or maybe much later. But anyways, this is a message that is important to say. I'm gonna start my group lessons on May 2 this year, 2025. So if you would like to learn in specific Argentinian Spanish for traveling, I'm gonna open a beginner's course in which in just 6 months you will have a level that will allow you to travel here to Argentina and have a very basic Spanish to talk with locals, to communicate, and to travel here in Argentina. It will be for 6 months long. It's 7 p.m. Argentinian hour and 3 times per day for 1 hour. Okay, so if you really want to learn Argentinian Spanish, if you really want to come here to Argentina, start a new business, be a new resident, or just to have casual trips, you can do it with me. So I hope that you have liked this video, and please subscribe. Tell me what you think of this, whether or not this was hard, and see you in another video. Ciao, ciao. Thanks for watching this video. If you are a beginner and you want to learn Spanish, my book, Mini Stories to Learn Spanish Beginner's Guide, is available on Amazon. If you are looking to learn Spanish to visit Argentina, with my program you can do it. All the details are in the description. Thanks for watching.